Nobody tells new real estate agents this. Nobody sits you down on your first day and says, the hardest part of this business isn't contracts. It isn't negotiations. It isn't lead generation. It's managing your own emotions while everyone else seems to be winning. You'll see agents posting pictures with giant commission checks, luxury listings, and smiling clients. You'll assume that they know something that you don't. But here's what I wish someone had told me. Most agents aren't struggling because they lack talent. They're struggling because they expect the wrong things. And today, I want to give you the advice I wish someone had given me when I started. Because if you understand these truths early, you'll save yourself years of frustration. So let's talk about it. Lesson number 1, nobody owes you business. This sounds harsh, but it's actually liberating. Your friends don't owe you referrals. Your family doesn't owe you support. Your social media followers don't owe you likes, comments, or clients. When you're new, it's easy to think, I got my license, why isn't my phone ringing? Because the marketplace doesn't reward being in business. It rewards value and trust. A farmer doesn't plant seeds in April and get angry in May because he hasn't harvested yet. He understands that planting comes before harvesting. Real estate works the same way. You don't get paid for becoming an agent. You get paid for becoming useful. Every conversation you have, every question you answer, every open house you host, every handwritten note you send, those are seeds. Most people quit because they dig up the seed every week to see if they're growing. Stop digging. Keep planting. Lesson number 2, confidence doesn't come before action. Most new agents think, as soon as I feel confident, I'll start calling people. As soon as I feel ready, I'll make videos. As soon as I know more, I'll go after listings. That's backwards. Confidence isn't the cause of action. Confidence is the result of action. Nobody feels confident during their first listing appointment. Nobody feels comfortable making their first phone call. Nobody feels prepared hosting their first open house. Confidence is earned through repetition. The first 10 conversations are awkward. The next 20 get easier. By conversation number 50, you're finally starting to sound like yourself. The successful agents aren't fearless. They've simply been scared more times than everyone else. Lesson number 3, you're not in the real estate business. This one surprised me. You're not in the house business. You're not in the contract business. You're not even in the sales business. You're in the relationship business. People don't hire the most knowledgeable agent. They hire the agent they trust. The family buying their first home isn't thinking, who knows the most about interest rates? They're asking themselves, who will answer my calls? Who will tell me the truth? Who genuinely cares about my family? Knowledge matters, but trust matters more. And trust is built in small moments. Showing up on time, remembering birthdays, following through on promises, answering questions patiently, doing what you said you would do. The people who win in this business for 20 years aren't necessarily the smartest. They're the most dependable. Lesson number 4, the money comes in chunks. Nobody warned me about this. One month you'll make $10,000, the next month you'll make $0. And then you'll make $15,000 and then nothing for 6 weeks. New agents assume they're failing every time business slows down, but that's not failure, that's real estate. This business pays in chunks, not paychecks. You can't manage your emotions based on what happened this week. You have to judge your actions based on the last 90 days. The calls you make today may not turn into a commission check for 6 months. The client who says not right now may become your biggest advocate next year. Think like a farmer, not a gambler. Farmers plant every season. Gamblers hope they get lucky. Lesson number 5, nobody is thinking about you as much as you think. This lesson changed my life. You're worried about looking foolish in your first video. Nobody cares. You're worried people will laugh at your social media post. Most people won't even remember it tomorrow. You're worried about sounding inexperienced. Everyone starts inexperienced. The truth is, people spend far less time thinking about you than you imagine. That should free you. Post the video, make the call, host the open house, knock on the door. Most of the embarrassment exists only in your own mind. The world is too busy worrying about itself. Lesson number 6, activity solves most problems. You know what creates anxiety? Having 1 lead. You know what reduces anxiety? Having 20 leads. You know what creates pressure? Depending on 1 deal. You know what creates confidence? Having 10 deals in the pipeline. Most agents don't have a skill problem, they have a volume problem. If you talk to 2 people a week, every conversation feels life or death. If you talk to 20 people a day, rejection loses its power. Volume creates perspective. Activity creates confidence. Motion creates momentum. You don't need to feel better to do the work. You need to do the work to feel better. Lesson number 7. The first few years are an investment. Nobody wants to hear this. Everyone wants to know how to make 6 figures in 6 months. But the agents who build lasting careers understand something different. The first years aren't about maximizing income. They're about maximizing learning and about maximizing relationships. You're learning how to communicate, how to negotiate, how to market, how to solve problems, how to build relationships, how to manage your emotions. Abraham Lincoln lost elections, failed in business, faced criticism from every direction, but every setback was preparing him for greater responsibility. Your difficult clients, failed deals, and embarrassing mistakes are not detours. They are the training ground. The pain you're experiencing today is often tuition for the success you will enjoy tomorrow. Here's the biggest secret nobody tells new agents. Success in real estate is usually boring. It's not flashy. It's not glamorous. It's calling people when you don't feel like it, following up when everyone else forgets, writing notes, attending events, learning your market, keeping your promises, doing ordinary things extraordinarily well for an extraordinarily long time. Most people are looking for a shortcut. But the truth is that consistency is the shortcut. If you simply outlast the people who quit, stay in touch with enough people, and continue improving, you'll wake up one day and realize you've become the agent everyone else is trying to be. And you'll smile because you know the truth. There never was a secret. There was only the work. And now you know what I wish someone had told me. Now, if this content helped you, leave a comment below and tell me, what's the one thing you wish someone had told you when you first started? And if you're a newer agent trying to build a business based on relationships instead of pressure tactics, subscribe, because every week I share practical strategies that help real estate agents succeed in this way.